Forever. Dog.
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy second. Oh, diva. Everyone guard your ears. Here it comes. Hi, you stupid little fucks, you sloppy little fucks, you nasty little hoes. Welcome to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper and Meatball. I'm Meatball, you horny little fucks. And that's Big Dipper over there.
Hello.
Hello. And today we have a very special guest, so we're not going to do our normal intro. Let's bring on my good friend and actual real celebrity, Orville Peck.
Yay.
Hello. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, the sweet dulcet tones of that voice.
Ooh, baby. All right, what has everyone been doing during their quarantine to keep them busy? Let's start out with the one question that everyone asks.
Well, I have been making music as that's my my livelihood. But luckily, I can do that from the comfort of my home, which is pretty nice. I haven't had time off in I'm going to say almost 2 years before this. And so it's it's kind of a nice excuse for me to work on stuff in a weird way.
I know.
Yeah,
I was
incredible.
wondering because you were super booked up and then you just were about to start releasing your new album and go on tour again and get ready for Coachella. What is it like having literally everything snatched away from you in a moment?
It's pretty it's funny. I think it's I would love to say that it is disappointing, of course. There's nothing I love more than being on tour. I love performing. I feel upset that people, are disappointed they can't come to the shows. I'm upset that I can't play the shows. I love to do that. I'm not one of those people that doesn't like, going on tour and all this stuff. That's my favorite part of all of this. And so that sucks. But, at the same time, I think it's so rare that we get forced opportunities to kind of maybe take a step back in whatever way, that is for anybody. But, for me, essentially, that's kind of distracting myself perpetually by being on the road and, ignoring all my problems. And so I think in a weird way, it's kind of been cathartic to just be in one place and kind of just, kind of press reset a little bit, I think.
I feel the same way. At first, not anymore. At first, I felt that way. And I was like, oh, I get a month off. I don't have to travel. I can work on costumes. I can make new numbers. But now I'm ready to jump out a window and kill myself. And I don't want to sew anything.
Well, call BetterHelp if you are feeling suicidal.
I truly feel like yesterday I completely disassociated and just took a nap in the middle of the day, which I never do. And just laid out. It was wild.
Okay, can I ask you a question,
Yeah.
both of you?
Mm-hmm.
Can you get high from CBD only?
No.
I feel like I have some CBD oil that I've been using for stress relief, and I feel like I got high the other day.
No, maybe you finally relaxed for once and you found out what that feels like.
And then it made me high. I literally put the normal amount under my tongue, and a few minutes later I was like, has it been 2 hours? What am I doing? Just looking at YouTube. I truly felt like I was stoned again. And I started to have a panic attack because I haven't been high in so many years.
I feel like I'm walking around in a dream. It's funny. I'll have a conversation earlier in the day. It's not even the day before. I'll have a conversation with someone in the morning or something. And then 5 hours later, I'm like, when was that? Was that a week ago? Was that, did I tell?
Oh, yeah.
It's time, the construct of time has been smashed. My anxiety's through the roof. It's a weird and wacky time,
Yeah. But you've been doing a lot, you've been getting on live and doing little shows and talking to people. Does that feel like you're more connected to your fan base now than you were before?
In a funny way, yes and no. I think for me, I really come from a place as a performer where it sounds super, I don't know, maybe cliche or something, but I really almost require the connection of an audience to like,
Mm-hmm.
help me perform. I mean, you must, relate to that. Like it's
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just kind of the part of performance that I actually really love. And I really make an effort to try and, like make that the focus of my live shows. And so I think I've been, I did a couple of the live streams because it's kind of all we can do at this point. But
Mhm.
I will say that like I'm like Oregon Trail level, like technologically challenged, like I'm like I like don't know.
Do you ford the river, or what was the other option?
Like I don't know.
I would always just
You
be
get
like,
lupus
drive
and
through.
die. That's
Just,
what it
was.
just-
Exactly. Like I don't even know, like people in my life like make fun of me that I can't, like I don't know how to use Twitter properly. I don't understand like internet culture. I mean, I'm just genuinely really like shit at all of that. And so I think it's been a very funny experience for me to have to do this because I feel like a total like grandpa, but like
Yeah.
at the same time, I think I've been pleasantly surprised to know that like that connection can still exist through a screen or whatever, which is on one hand really fascinating and kind of cool, but on another hand, it like really that actually really scares me in a way. Because I don't want to get too comfortable with that,
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there is something really interesting about, social media presence when you're busy out in the world. You are bringing people into you're like, here I am in this city, here I am at this show, this is my new project, this is this thing. And right now it's like, yes, you can release new things, and yes, there are I don't know, live shows and streams happening that you can invite people to, but a lot of it right now is people are really, they're basically going the Trisha Paytas route, which
Yes.
is just being like, here I am, diva,
Well,
like take it or leave it.
I don't know how you guys feel, but like to me it's funny. It's actually having this weird adverse effect on me where I never used to be someone that was heavily into social media, just in general. Like I'm not the kind of person that's like constantly checking my Instagram or anything like that. But because there's nothing to do,
Shots fired.
I mean,
people.
I've found myself on Instagram. I've found myself on social media so much, and it's actually been really repulsing me. Like it's been making me realize like how much I actually just don't really like social media. It's funny.
Yeah, I'm having the same effect on me. Like me and Michael, my boyfriend, were talking about it yesterday. I was like, I just want a day where I put my phone down and like don't respond to any messages or emails or anything. And I feel like I'm being bombarded with emails and stuff lately where I'm just like, not everyone needs to reach out. You know what I mean? We didn't talk 2 years ago. Why are you hitting me up now?
Well, it is hard because when you're isolated, you're looking to people, and the access that we have to people is through these platforms, but these platforms have their own culture.
Ugh.
And sometimes that culture can be really sort of gross.
We're living the nightmare we created, really.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now
wanna
we're
talk
done
about-
with quarantine talk.
Well,
Obligatory.
This is both quarantine and real life, but the twinks and skinny people who are out here talking about dad bods and I'm getting thick in this quarantine, they are tiny little people who are appropriating fat culture by using the terms dad bods and thickness, and that is not you. So come up with a new term. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You could be a twunk. You could be a twunk.
You could be a twunk.
I think I'm a
You could
twuzz, like I'm over the hill.
You aged out.
What were you
Yeah,
before? Okay, so
Well,
I prepared a handful of questions, but I know this might be like an obstacle course to get you to answer some things, which I appreciate the mystery.
Mhm.
I live for the mystery.
Oh yeah.
It's a fantasy. It's a Janus.
I remember the first time I saw you without your mask on. I truly didn't know who you were.
You screamed
And you were wearing the... Oh, yeah, that's what it
in
was.
fear.
Because you changed an outfit, too. I was like, who the fuck is this person?
Well, I mean, it's funny. I feel like people think, it's interesting. I didn't set out to like cultivate any mystery. I mean, there's an irony to what I do, I think, because I think on a surface, like first glance, you might think that, I'm like hiding something or creating or like kind of formulating a character or whatever. But it's the irony is that like I feel so genuinely kind of exposed and almost under the microscope in a weird way, because I think drag is similar, you know, like I always talk about this with drag queens where it's like, I think it's a kind of art form that I respect is taking who you are at your core and like blowing it up to an extreme. That's kind of how I always say it, you know, and like, and I think you can't get that art across without sincerity. It's actually like ultra sincerity in a way. It's like so sincere that it almost looks kind of larger than life, but it's funny.
I think it's kind of like you're more free to like bear who you really are when you don't have to use your own image or likeness. It's easier for me to like, I don't know, sometimes it's easier for me when I'm in drag to like have a real conversation with someone, because I feel like at least there's this like thing where it's like, just because you can't see my face doesn't mean that that's not who I am on the inside, and I'm like giving you more.
Well, you know, you hear a lot about...
But then I'll fight.
You hear... Right. But, you know, you hear a lot about, you know, some drag queens and, you know, drag performers and saying that, you know, they finally found their voice when they discovered drag or they, you know, like, right. And I think it's very similar to me, where I was a performer since I was 10. You know, I was an actor and a dancer, and I played music in all kinds of bands and all kinds of stuff. And
a dancer?
Yeah, what kind of dance?
Well,
Steve?
I know he danced in a couple of his music videos.
Were you giving that jazz fusion, like
were
know
you
that
a tapper?
Chunky jazz slipper that has the cut in the sole?
I studied ballet for like 12 years. I was almost professional level.
Billy Elliot.
I can tap dance. I did, you know, jazz. I did it all. You know. And
wait, you know, Meatball can tap dance?
No, I didn't know that.
Bitch, bust out the shoes.
Y'all,
when this is over, we're doing a duet.
Y'all need to do a tap number.
Baby, I ain't tapped in a minute, but I still got it.
I'll max afford. I still got it. Don't you worry.
Wait, did we ever talk about this on the show, Meatball? When you broke your hip, but you wanted to do a tap number?
No, what did I end up doing? I did it in a wheelchair.
Well, I told you should come out with the walker.
Oh,
and then
right.
Drop tap shoes down from strings and just.
I had a walker with fake legs on it, and I was kicking them around because they had the tap shoes on them.
I want to see the two of you do a full tap music.
I think we can do it.
When you said that you started when you were like 10, so were you like more of like a musical theater 10-year-old, or you just like to be active as a 10-year-old?
I never talk about my childhood, but it's not because I don't want to, because no one asks me.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I'm happy to, you know, because no one ever asks me about it. It's funny. I think people make a lot of assumptions about how I grew up or where I grew up even, but it's like, so, you know, I grew up in a you know, a fairly kind of well-known part of the world, but not in North America. Not even in the Northern Hemisphere. And I grew up with a you know, in a kind of a poor small family in this you know, kind of weird city. And my father was a sound engineer. He used to tour with bands in the 70s, and then he moved on to being like an audio engineer for like film and TV, basically. So when I was little, I used to do voiceover for like cartoons and things like that my dad was basically the engineer on. And so because I was always into acting, and then I was obsessed with, like, you know, I was always making music and teaching myself instruments, and then I was always dancing and singing. I mean, I never really had any kind of training because we weren't really we weren't really like a family that could necessarily afford like a lot of lessons and stuff like that when I was young. And so I basically just taught myself all that stuff. I think I was just like a bored kid with a massive imagination and a lot of creativity that I didn't know what to do with. So I started doing that. And then eventually I did start taking dance lessons. I started taking ballet, and I was really focused on that, and I wanted to do it professionally. And I was in musical theater. I did some by the time I was in my early 20s, I did some national tour stuff, and I did some...
Just to point out more similarities, did you know that Meatball moved to LA because he was voicing
a cartoon
or video
game? I had no idea.
A video game.
Yeah, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
video game. I did a couple voices on it.
That's amazing. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's so cool.
Quit coming for my life. Brothers. And you're half black. Who knew?
You, Eureka. Who else?
Wait, so that's so crazy. So you did do some musical theater stuff, and then you toured around. When did you find your like voice as a writer and like start creating your own music?
Well, I think the thing is like I was really lucky enough that my family was very much kind of like, you can do anything you want, and I never grew up with like ideas of that I couldn't do whatever I wanted to do, no matter my means or who I was or where I was from. It's like the one really kind of confident aspect of, I think, my personality that I'm very lucky was like instilled in me when I was young, even though I have, a lot of insecurities in other ways. But so all throughout doing that, I was also, I was in love with, I always wanted to be a country singer when I was little. I was always singing along to like Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard, and I always wanted to be like a crooner, but I never knew how to do it. So when I started playing music, I was a drummer in a punk band for a long time. And that was my first foray into music, and we were, a little bit successful, and then that kind of ended. So when I was like 20, I think I was like 23 or something, I was like in my mid 20s, I moved to London because I was like, well, the only thing I know how to do besides making music is act. And I went and did this crazy training in London. I got like a bursary to go to this crazy academy in England, and I trained in like Shakespeare and classical.
Oh my god!
You're blowing everyone.
I trained in like Ibsen and Shaw and all that stuff, and then I did the West. I was on the West End there in a play that I won't talk about. And I did that for like a year, and then after that, it's funny. I think I had just gotten to an age and I had done enough stuff where I kind of realized, I want to combine all these things I've done since I was little and put them into my true love of like country music and, cowboy culture, and just basically do all of it wrapped in one big project and put as much sincerity as I can into it. And that's kind of just, where it came from. It's funny because I see a lot, there's a big like, rumor about me that I'm like an industry plant, or I don't know. This is like,
I saw that. I was like,
those
oh my
conspiracy
god,
theories.
the conspiracy theories about you are insane.
But I kind of wish I were an industry plan, because on one hand, it does feel very whirlwind and quick, like kind of the success I had in the last year.
Because Pony is only 1 year old.
Yeah.
And you already toured it for an entire year, and we're getting ready to do another tour.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah. So that's a little bit about my childhood and my, my kind of journey.
Can I ask you a question? What's it like being able to just call John Waters? Just call him on the phone. Casually.
Okay, that honestly there's a pretty funny story with the John Waters thing if y'all want to hear it. It's
I'd love to.
Okay, so somebody on like on my label side, they sent me an email and they were like, oh, I was at, John Waters, he does his Christmas show. It's kind of like a stand-up comedy, whatever. He does it every year and it's always different. And then someone was like, oh, I just saw John Waters do his Christmas show, and he talked about you in his opening monologue. And I was like, no, I mean, I genuinely, it's not a humble thing at all. I just was like, well, either you're wrong or you're lying, and both of them are unfair. Because, John Waters is like my absolute number one idol inspiration when I was a teenager. John Waters changed my entire perception of art and life, really. So I just like ignored it essentially because I didn't want to deal with it in a sense.
It was too real.
Yeah.
I feel that way. Sometimes I get a message from someone I look up to and I'm like, I don't even know how to respond. I don't want to respond because I'll seem like a loser.
You're like, thumbs up emoji.
Yeah, exactly. So
or you like heart it.
I just didn't believe it was true, and I was just like, whatever. Then I heard it from another source a little while after that, and I was like, okay, this has got to maybe be true. And so John Waters and I have the same like booking agency. It's a big agency, but I found that out, and I kind of did something that's possibly unethical. But I basically I wrote my agent. And said, hey, I'm supposed to have a conversation with John Waters. Could you just send me his number? Because I'm supposed to call him. And so they just like sent over his phone number.
Oh my God. That is bold.
I mean, this could have backfired in a terrible way, but thankfully it didn't.
Terribly wrong.
It's all good. It's fine. Everyone was fine, but it could have been bad. But then I was on tour in Australia, and I had this number sitting in my email for like a month maybe at this point, and I was always just like staring at it, like wondering, what am I going to do with this? Do I text him? Does he even have a cell phone? You know, he's like a weird guy.
Right.
And so we're sitting in this lobby, and we were in Sydney or Melbourne, I think, and we were waiting for the transport to take us to the festival, and it was going to be like an hour in the lobby. And I just thought, like, okay, fuck it, I'm just going to call him. Like, just try it. I don't even know what time it is in Baltimore. I don't know where he is. So I call him, and I just hear like, hello. And I was like, hi, is this John? And he goes, who is this? And I said, hi, John, this is Orville Peck. And he said, Orville Peck? Well, I'm a big, big fan.
Oh my God.
And then, I mean, I obviously just like disintegrated and like left my body. But then he basically just chatted with me for like 45 minutes. And I was laughing so hard, people were staring at me, because he's just, he's
God.
like everything you would ever, if you're a fan of John Waters, if you've seen any of his films or read any of his books or anything, he is exactly the person you think he will be. He's so knowledgeable, and he just wants to chat about history and references and the kind of funny oddity of mundane life. And like, he was like cracking me up so hard. I was like crying laughing, and we spoke for about 45 minutes or something. And then, you know, ever since then, I mean, we talk, like, we text, we send each other mail, we talk probably like, you know, once a week on the phone. Like, it's really crazy. I mean, if my career ended tomorrow, I genuinely would be happy knowing that I got to make a connection with someone that I've just like, I mean, I feel like I'm going to cry. Like, I mean, really, like someone that I've looked up to like my whole life.
That's so cool.
You know?
Are you guys gonna make a gay Western film together, you and John?
I fucking hope so. I mean, I haven't. I'm always
You have
like,
the training.
I'm always scared. I mean,
You do have the training. It could be a musical, a gay
exactly.
Western musical movie.
No, I mean, at this point, I'm just so happy to have his, I guess, friendship, you know, like it's just, that's enough and overwhelming enough for me. That's my John Waters story.
That's so
That's
cool.
amazing.
Yeah.
When you go out on the road and you're playing all these festivals and concerts, I know, like you said, it's been a whirlwind of a year. When you look out into the crowd, do people make their own masks, and people have like fringe
Oh,
on
yeah.
out in the crowd?
Oh yeah, people make their own masks. There's like, I have someone who tries to document, like, keep track of all the tattoos that people get of me that they post and whatever. And I think we're up to like, it's like almost 200 tattoos that people have gotten of me, like ranging from like
Wow.
massive pieces and like, I mean, it's.
Well, I
And
have
how
a
many
group
of them are
my friends-
actually good?
They're all amazing.
They're
My favorite
all
is
amazing.
the little chibi baby
Oh,
one
I
of
love
you.
the
It's
little
like a
cutesy
baby.
ones. Yeah, I love those.
Oh yeah.
That's such a bizarre niche.
I have a group of friends, the Best Friends Club, and they come to all of your shows here and in Arizona, and they always come in full serves. Like, they all get matching outfits. It's so
Full
crazy.
serve.
Yeah, and I love
Full
it.
service.
I mean, I love it. Like, for me, look, I didn't grow up in like, you know, Western Southern culture or whatever. And so, you know, I think there's a perception that what I do could be like maybe appropriative, or I don't know, but like, I grew up as a kid loving cowboys, loving country music, loving Western culture, which, you know, I
Yeah.
might add is also an amalgamation of cultures from all around the world, not just from America.
Yeah.
And like, you know, for me, when I see people coming in like cowboy hats and fully, and I mean, I get like loads of drag queens all dressed. I mean, it's just such a celebration of something that is completely inclusive and should be inclusive, and has a stigma of being, you know, the opposite of that. But I feel like I'm not someone that's trying to like renegade that and change it. I think it already is an inclusive culture. It just has like a weird stigma. And I think I like to see that people embrace that, you know?
What has it been like? I mean, you've really come up very quickly, and you're working with like a lot of very well-known and established artists, but like, you've been out the whole time. And I think it's so strange that so many people in music are either in the closet or afraid that because they're gay or bi or whatever, they won't make it far. How was it for you just being like, this is who I am and this is what I'm going to do?
I mean,
Like, did you ever feel any pushback from anybody, or was it pretty smooth sailing the whole time.
Look, I'd be lying if I said that there wasn't pushback. I mean, I get a lot of crazy comments and things and like whatever, but
Sure.
you know, like everyone. But to me, it's just never been a question. I mean, I am. I am who I am. I mean, I've never lived my life feeling like I needed to apologize for myself or change, you know, who I am, like it or not, you know. And I think I was really lucky to have that like forced into my head when I was younger, because I think looking back, it's, you know, I always say like I was raised to be someone who like not only didn't believe that you could overcome barriers, but like I just didn't even know that barriers existed really, because I never want to give anyone that power or control to tell me I can't do something because of anything about me. And in fact, I've become so addicted to it that now when someone tells me I can't do something, I like roll my sleeves up and I'm like, okay, how am I going to do it better than everyone else? You know what I mean? It's almost like
that reminds me of when we were at your show at the LA rodeo, and they were like, oh yeah, Morrissey's here, maybe don't throw the hamburgers, and you were just like, fucking throw them, it'll be fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, what if I get in trouble?
But it's your show too. I mean, you know, you and Pinche opened up that show, and it was an amazing, you know, it was an amazing actual historic event for the first drag queens to be performing at the Troubadour, and we were so excited to have you. And like,
it was so fun.
You know, like I just felt in that moment, like, you know, Morrissey is a guest at your show and you will do your show. And, you know, if he doesn't like it, he can leave. I mean, that's just kind of, you know, not in a disrespectful way,
brave,
but like,
baby.
that's it, you know?
Tea mama.
Mama.
Wait, so we always like to get into the little nitty gritty. I'm curious, like I've been making music for a while and I never even thought about trying to interact with the industry, quote unquote, or like a label, because like my music is like dicks and butts and fists and spit and you know, like that kind of thing. And so I have just always sort of self-released things, and the moment you listen to my content, you're like, faggot, I understand. And you, I mean, your debut release was on a label. You are in the industry, and you rose up so quickly. In that conversation, like what did you do? Deliver them the music, and you were like, this is unreleased. Do you want to put this out? Or did they like, how does that even work?
Well, my first album, my old label is Sub Pop, which is obviously like a very, you know, legendary DIY kind of label, that Nirvana and whatever. I mean, bands I grew up loving and idolizing, so it was a big kick for me to be on it, of course. I pulled another stunt with them where
she's a stunt queen.
Stunt queen, honey. She's your pulling stunt.
I had written all the songs for Pony. Most of the ones that are on the record, I play everything on the record because I didn't even have a band. And I was working 2 jobs.
Oh.
I was working 2 jobs. I was broke. I couldn't pay my rent. I was struggling really hard because I kind of just believed in what I was doing so much. And I contacted Sub Pop and I basically said, hey, I've got a band. I've got all these shows booked. I've got this whole album. I'd love for you to come check it out. And they were like, okay, yeah, tell us when. So I got on the phone and called in like every favorite of people I knew, not industry people. I mean, just like, you know, like my friend who was a guitarist, and taught a band of 4 people a whole album's worth of songs in like a month's time in a genre they had never played before.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I asked my friend King Tuff, who is actually on Sub Pop, who he's an LA guy. He was playing a show, and I asked him if I could open the show, and they were like, well, you can open, but there's no money. And I was like, it's fine. It doesn't matter. And so I basically, in a month's period, I bamboozled it together to a point where I felt like it was like presentable. And then I brought Sub Pop.
Not a bamboozle. That really is a stunt. Like that is
you really are a drag
at
queen.
the highest level.
Listen, you gotta. Sometimes you just gotta fake it till you make it, you know. And I mean that in the most inspiring way possible, because I think it's funny. Like on that note of people thinking that I had some kind of in on the industry or whatever, I can tell you something. I had no connections to the music industry. You know, my father was a sound engineer in the 70s. That's the closest I came to the music industry. I mean, and I wasn't even around then. But I think I just really believed in what I was doing, and I didn't know what the reception was going to be. I didn't know if anyone was going to care, but I really felt passionate about it. And I mean, now, I recently signed to Columbia, which is like a big, my label mates are like Beyonce and Adele.
Miss Columbia.
And it's just funny because being, I would say for you, Dipper, like, don't discount what you do as not being viable, because for me,
well, have you heard it?
Yeah, let's
wait before you start giving Dipper ideas.
Listen, if Troye Sivan can sing about his butthole blooming, listen, there's
right. What's that song? Blossom.
I guess it's so interesting because I've been doing this, I guess, maybe 8 years. And when I started, like, there was never even, like, probably for the first 4 or 5 years, like, there was never even a thought in my brain that I would even attempt to contact a record label. I was like, this is for YouTube and SoundCloud. Like, I didn't have anything on iTunes. Like, it wasn't in my mind that was a possibility because of the world. And it's wild to see how much everything has changed. And now I'm just like, I just keep chugging along. I'm just like in my little groove. I'm like, I wouldn't even understand how to produce stuff with other people.
Yeah.
I'm just like this little solo
But there's
operation.
like a beautiful art to that too. I mean, listen, and I won't lie to you. I mean, even on Sub Pop or any label you're on, I mean, like I'm similar, where I come from a DIY place, and I come from kind of like the punk scene. So it's like, obviously you're not thrilled to hear someone try and get involved with what you do. I have arguments all the time with people around me, and not in a bad way, but because I'm very confident and sure of what I want to do, and I know that it's not everyone's cup of tea. Right. But I really try to make sure that I don't I don't know, sacrifice what I want to do artistically. But it's working out so far. I mean, listen, this might all come crashing down. I have no idea, but
So at Sub Pop, was there ever a conversation after you wowed them with your Bamboozled show and they were like, great, we want to sign you? Was there ever a conversation, like one of those, like what we see in the PR, the movies about like the sexuality conversation?
Mm-hmm.
Or did it not even come up and you just started doing press and someone asked you?
You really are
like,
Allie Main.
Yeah, no, I love it.
Yeah. Why did you do that?
It never came up. It never came up because I think I owe a lot to Sub Pop, because I think the one thing I will say about that label is they are very much, like no one's going to interfere with who you are or what you do. And they allowed me a platform that I could just, it didn't matter what I was doing or who I was. I think that they would have supported that regardless. And so I think that was really an important step in the kind of the scheme of things or whatever. But I don't know. I just to me, I almost feel like I seem blasé about my sexuality, but it's only because I'm almost so militantly, militantly try and be myself that it almost becomes a non-issue, if that makes any sense. Like,
right.
Yeah. I think that makes perfect sense. I think we have to take a little break right now, but then we'll be right back, and I'm going to try to make you sing the Wicked riff. After this break.
Do you want to improve your sleep? Well, listen up and get a Helix.
Whether you sleep on your side, your back, your stomach, Helix makes premium mattresses that are designed to fit your specific sleep style.
Now that it's spring, why not upgrade your sleep game and get a Helix mattress?
And you know what?
What?
I can guarantee you that they have a mattress for you with over 20 different styles and models for you to sleep on. I love sleep. I can't get enough of it.
And I love my Helix mattress. So ever since I got the big and tall, I know we go on and on about it, but it's a perfect fit for me. I haven't had a mattress before that I was able to select a model from, and I'm so happy I got to do that with Helix.
And I, too, have the big and tall model, and it's perfect for my big and tall body. I loved it so much, I got a second one from a guest room.
True.
Yes, baby. And the people are sleeping great in there when they eventually do sleep in there.
Best of all, Helix delivers right to your door with free shipping in the US, and you can get a 120-night sleep trial to make sure that it's right for you.
You also get peace of mind because Helix mattresses are backed by a limited lifetime warranty and have been recognized by experts at places like Forbes and Wired. And me. I am a sleep expert too.
Period. Go to helixsleep.com/sloppy to get up to 27% off site-wide during their Memorial Day sale.
That's helixsleep.com/sloppy and make sure you enter sloppy seconds after checkout so that they know that we sent you.
helixsleep.com/sloppy.
Get yourself a Helix.
We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
You know, I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
You know, I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50off and use code sloppyseconds50off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only, while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off. Okay, something about me. I love shopping. If you love shopping too, you have to check out Rakuten.
And all you have to do is shop, 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 shop. And with Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy.
Exactly.
Shop.
Homeware, daily essentials, jeans. We're talking eBay, CVS, and even Levi's.
Ooh, so I can buy a vintage couch, tons of paper towels, and grab a new pair of jeans and still get cash back.
And that's not all. You can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
But Big Dipper, how does this magic work?
Well, I'll tell you. Rakuten is paid by partner stores to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to you, the member.
Rakuten is so real for that.
Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. Don't you want to become one of them?
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app and start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today.
Ooh, ah. Now, I know you probably haven't warmed up, but is there any chance you could sing that sweet little note for me?
Oh, which one?
Yeah, the ooh, ah.
Okay, but I'm gonna have to sing it in a different register. Okay, ready?
Yeah, you're gonna have to go down probably. Ooh,
Dulcet
very
tones.
dulcet.
You are a crooner. Wait, so I want to know how you first became aware of Meatball.
I think I harassed him on Instagram.
I mean, I'm a huge fan of Dragula. I mean, that's just, like I watched, Meatball season, of course, and I am, I'm not like a fair weather drag fan or whatever. Like, I love drag so much, and I think it is, I often try and talk about how I really think it's kind of like the last subversive art form, you know, and even now it's kind of getting, you know, a little bit more, whatever you want to call it, like gentrified or whatever. But
Yeah,
I think,
it's everywhere now.
Yeah, but like I have undying respect for drag queens because I just know what goes into that and how much passion goes into being, you know, not only a performer but a full expression of a person. I mean, it's just it's art, you know. And so I think that's when I first became aware of Meatball. And then I think if I might be wrong here, Meatball, but I think I saw either you or Pinche comment on one of my posts like quite a long time ago. Like it was like early
It
on.
was forever ago, but you had a show and it was sold out. And me and Pinche had been listening to your music for a while because I had heard about you from my friend Mame. And we were listening to it and I was like, fuck, we should get tickets to go. And we were like, oh, it's sold out. And then you messaged us and we're like, do you just want to come? And we were like, yes.
Yeah.
And then we got into drag and then rode scooters to the theater or
I
wherever
remember
it
this.
was.
Oh my God. That was one of the best nights of my life. And you know, it's funny. If people listening want to actually see the proof of that, you guys are forever, captured in, I have one of my music videos, Nothing Fades Like the Light. It was, you know, all tour footage. And there's a huge section of you and Pinche outside the Moroccan lounge in Los Angeles, riding scooters up and down with my band and us.
Up and down the street in full drag like a bunch of idiots. It was just a fun night. I just remember being so drunk by the end of it. Because we just kept getting fed booze.
That's normally any night with you and Pinche.
Yeah, that's tea.
That's tea. Oh yeah, and you really are a fan of Dragula
Because you had Louisiana Purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Love
man.
Louisiana.
The one and only the glamour puss, honey.
Yep.
She's gorgeous.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I had her in Queen of the Rodeo actually, and in my other video, and I was so lucky. And then it's crazy. The footage of her, she's in only like a few select scenes, but there's a scene where she's like she plays like the bartender at this rodeo, and she comes and brings the other queen in the video, Thanks Jem. She comes and brings her a drink, and it's crazy. I watched that clip so much because Louisiana literally looks like she's been like painted by MGM. You know, like she looks like she's in like the Wizard
Her
of
makeup
Oz
is
or something.
flawless.
She looks so
always
good.
such so good.
And
Wizard of Oz.
she really knows her aesthetic. You know what I mean? Like she's got that thing locked and loaded, which is so incredible.
Yeah, she's great.
And our friend Ashton made you some stuff for your summertime music video. Ashton Michael.
Ashton.
Do you know about this?
I don't know.
The like black studded shirt.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
Yeah. He's
we
a good
love
friend of
Ashton.
mine.
Oh my
He's
God.
also doing amazing work right now. He has if you want, go to ashtonmichael.com and he has a free mask patterns. You can sew your own masks.
Oh my God, that's
Well,
amazing.
speaking of sewing masks, look at your mask. Don't you sew your own mask, Diva?
I do sew my own masks. My mom is a seamstress, and she taught me how to sew and knit when I was really little. So I know how to sew very simple stuff like masks, and I know how to knit scarves.
That's so cool.
Well, the masks you're making are not up to code currently. There's too much fringe involved for a protective measure.
Yeah.
Here, he made
That's
made
amazing.
this.
I love that jacket so much, and I had no idea that was who made it. That's amazing. So huge shout out to Ashton. That's so cool.
Yeah. I always recruit him to style my videos, you know, and he does like higher end stuff. He just, you know, like his client list is
Beyonce
like everyone at
and
the
Ariana
Grammys.
Grande
Yeah, exactly.
and all them.
And I'm always like, can you make me a thong and 3 panties for these other bears? And he's like, as long as I get to do the fitting, I'm A-okay with
Oh,
Not for me, for the guys that I cast. in
oh,
the
okay.
videos.
Good.
Yeah,
Well-
yeah. He likes the thick ones.
I think that brings us to the end of this interview.
Oh, thank you guys.
Oh, okay.
Did you have more questions, Dipper? The only one that we had, the last question on our list is, what are you watching? What are you listening to?
Okay.
Love that gay shit at the Grammys.
Yeah.
I am watching. I just finished Succession. Do you guys know that show? It's like
I like to twerk to that theme song.
Oh my god, it's crazy. So I just finished the second. I think it's like the second season is just finished. I just finished it. It's kind of like a drama about essentially what I think is kind of supposed to be like the Murdoch family or something. It's about these like super rich family that own like a news conglomerate. I mean, it's just like complete drama. But I like tense drama series that you can gasp at the end of every episode. So I've been really enjoying Succession. I think the writing is really clever. I'm watching Drag Race, obviously.
They did Jan dirty. Have you seen? Have
Did
you
a full
seen Law and Order
180?
SVUD? Crazy. You listen to Jan's Jukebox? You watch those videos?
You know
I've
about
seen
Jan's
it.
Jukebox?
She got pipes.
I've heard him. You know who I think they're doing even dirtier, though, honestly? I think they're doing Crystal Method really dirty.
Yeah.
She's a great queen.
Because I think she's an incredible queen.
Yeah, and she's an amazing performer in person, and they have such a really strong, like, beautiful little community in Springfield, Missouri. I've played at the Crystal's drag party that she does out there. It's like so rad. I feel like they're sort of fucking with her edit because they know like a quirky queen like her won't win or go all the way. So I feel like they're like really like they're not giving her something really clear in the edit. I don't know.
My understanding is that her and Sherry Pie are were close on the season, so they have to edit out a lot of what she was saying.
That sucks.
You always have that good tea, Meatball.
I do.
Did you make that?
Yes, I did. I made sweet iced tea today because I want my kidneys to fail.
I mean, it is an interesting season, though, because I think, they've obviously had to put up with a lot of crazy kind of unprecedented stuff like controversy and obviously the like DragCon getting canceled, which is a massive thing for, the people that have just...
Listen, most of the girls I talked to were relieved.
Oh God! But you're right, Orville. Like season 12 is gonna be way more remembered than like I've already forgotten 11.
Yeah.
What is 10? I think I know what 9 was. You know what I mean? But like we're all gonna remember 12 because this was this crazy moment in the world.
Well, I don't want you to have to pick favorites, but who's your favorite?
I can pick a few. I have a hard time like nailing down one. I really like Gigi Good. I think she always looks really great. And I think that she is really smart, and I like clever references put into art, I really like Heidi because I think that she just comes off as genuine and someone that I would want to hang out with, And I really like Crystal because I just really appreciate the creativity, and I always appreciate just having, even within the world of Drag Race, which is, it's funny because drag is inherently counterculture, but to have something even within that be a bit counter to even drag culture, at least on that show, like I think it's always important to have someone who's obviously like creative and, bringing a different perspective than just like pageantry or whatever.
I love that. Those are my favorite.
I love Jada Essence Hall specifically for what she did. Was it last week or the week before when they did their infomercials?
Oh my God.
That was last week.
And just like on the line alone when she was like, bad actress from the Gays Anatomy Challenge, I was like, oh, you're way funnier than I ever thought you would be because you like when pretty people are that funny.
Totally.
I'm like,
I feel like I just want to hang out with Jada. I feel like she looks like she's like a good time just to like kick it with.
A good time gal. Well, I know we normally get into some nitty gritty sexy talk, but I think we're gonna let you off.
We're gonna let you go.
Oh, thank God, thank you.
I mean, you don't have to answer, but I want to know if you're able to eat ass with your mask.
No!
Listen, I'm not gonna say yes or no. I'm neither gonna confirm nor deny anything.
Okay.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you all so much for having me.
I hope you're having a wonderful time at home.
I really appreciate it. I love your podcast, and it's so nice. And thanks, Meatball. It's lovely to chat to you and to meet you, Dipper.
Yeah, totally. And when you guys are ready to do that tap number. We'll get a rehearsal space.
I'm not even joking. I might, because I've been trying to put together a drunk drag Wicked where I get drunk and play Elphaba and everyone else has to be sober and good at their job.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
So if you want to come do a tappa in a mask, perfect.
I'm excited for that.
I'm going to rent out the Montalban Theater. I'm going to sell tickets.
I'm down. I'm there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, y'all.
Okay. Amazing.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Here we are. We're going to do a sex story.
We're going to do a sex story. Now, we have Big Dippers. Hold on. Before we start, can you
No,
move,
don't get
hold
into
on. Can you move your...
What?
I'm looking at Big Dipper's screen. Yeah, just... Ooh. Okay. So you have the outline up. That does...
Yeah.
Okay. Now go... Okay, what's that? Here's the thing. Blood supplies. What is this?
I'm having a blood drive. I'm throwing a blood drive with the American Red Cross in Los Angeles on June 2nd. And I wrote a little script about promoting it, but I'm going to start promoting next week. But if you're in LA, because so the FDA lifted their restriction
on
about
faggots.
anal penetrative gay faggot sex, and now it only has to have been 3 months since you did it to give blood. So based on the quarantine, by June, there'll be a lot of people that I have access to or who pay attention to me who could give this blood. So I'm doing a blood drive with the Red Cross.
Okay. And now down on the bottom right, it looks like you have screenshots. What are these?
These are Getty image photos of me.
Because you wanted the watermark.
A pride.
Oh, God. I don't need that.
That's a nice one.
See, now, okay. We're going to have to post this photo to our Instagram. Please go to our Instagram and look at this photo. Explain to me the thought process behind layering what I'm assuming is like some sort of neon harness, and then over that a top made out of pointed paillettes, and then atop that a tinsel fur jacket.
It's because so I come out in the fur jacket and then I take that off. It's lined, and then it's lined with pink.
So
and
now
I'm
you're in
like,
a paillette. They're the pointed paillettes. And it's a short and top combo.
Right. It's like a basketball jersey and shorts.
And
that
what
really bounce
what I can see from this Getty image is that is not lined.
This is not lined. No.
Yes.
And then that comes off to reveal this, which is like my little singlety moment. Because I give
You
drama.
do be giving drama.
And these are some other things that I want to get made for myself. This
Oh my God,
bikini
Lil Mama.
that Lil Mama's wearing. This cow costume, which I really like.
That guy's got a lot of tit
animal like
on the
that.
side.
What's this? Oh, that's from my music video. What else is up here?
Have you been talking to that guy at all in this quarantine?
Okay.
Have you been zooming and wanking it off?
Don't talk to me like that. Okay,
Don't tell me how to talk to you. You're getting a little too big for your britches.
No. I've actually lost weight. Have you?
I've been making, as you can tell, I've been making a lot of bread.
I've been making a lot of bread. Here are my measurements. This is so fun for an audio medium, going through my desktop. God, I gotta clean this off. This is horrible. I don't even know what to do. Okay, let's play the voicemail that we got.
Well, does that slow your computer down? Also, I think I have some sort of virus because when I log in, it makes me log in twice.
Wait, just to your main computer?
Yeah, like I open my computer and it's like, but like with the bleep that. But then with the who cares? Everyone knows my name. It says my name and then there's no image and I type in my password and then the same screen pops up but with my profile picture and then I have to type my password in again.
I don't know, Diva. That doesn't sound like a virus.
And then sometimes it makes my screen go green. Anyway, let's play this call. Y'all, I think I've been watching porn in weird places.
Does this really slow your computer down, having a full desktop?
Will says yes. Yeah, and this looks like a lot. You got full videos, high quality pictures, a couple pornos.
Oh.
What was it? What was the
Why do you keep saying there's a porno on here?
Grandpa Hole because it says old thickness, and I thought that's your type.
No, but those are photos. This folder is porno right here.
Will Angel?
Yeah, he's a porno guy. I bet our listeners know who that is. Okay, here is the voicemail.
Yes, play that while I look up Will Angel.
Hi. Okay, wow. I'm so fucking bored in this quarantine. But anyway, I was like going through my mental archives, and I was thinking about this time I had sex with this guy. This was back when I was like semi-homeless. So I was like, okay, I just gotta find somebody to like sleep with tonight, but let me stay over. So, I'm looking on Grindr and blah, 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 and, I find this guy. Keep in mind, I'm on acid, because we just went to the Casey Musgraves concert, which was sickening. And basically, find this guy, we start fucking.
Casey Musgraves on acid.
Top, which is fine, because she's a verse. And
she's a verse.
So we're fucking, and I'm like tripping out on acid. I'm like fucking him, and I'm trying not to like, spiral. And then he starts like saying something to me, but I'm so in my head, I don't know what he's saying. And I literally was like, what? What did you say? And he goes, he was like, oh, I just said, do you like this pussy, daddy? And I felt so bad, but I burst out fucking laughing, and we had to stop having sex. Anyway, also I spent the night, and he was on, not a ventilator, but what are the ones the fat bears use? You know what Dipper knows what I'm talking about.
Dipper knows. Dipper knows
he said it! That was a moment in time.
A moment in time. A moment in history.
Also, he said, what was he on? A ventilator? No, those are called, what are those called? No, I forgot.
Sleep apnea. Wait, what is it? Sleep
CPAP?
CPAP.
A CPAP machine. Yes, Will. CPAP.
Willie on the keys.
Willie on the beats. Oh yeah, hello to our new producer, Will. Hey.
All right.
So thoughts on that? Have you ever fucked a dude on acid?
I don't really fuck when I'm on drugs. I've tried to do it when I was on cocaine, and it was like super unsuccessful. Cocaine, yeah. And then when I tried like Molly and stuff, it made it impossible to get hard, but I was just like so horny. And I haven't done mushrooms yet, but my friend who lives down the street says he'll throw them out the window for me. And like,
I feel
I can do them in my house alone, I guess.
I feel like the dirty talk is like you have to know what you're getting into / like be able to receive it. If someone's really into it, they have to let you know, and then you have to be mentally prepared. Because talking, I mean, I've talked about this before on the podcast, but I like when people talk, but
you like to talk.
Me doing the talking, the dirty talk, that's hard.
I'm not great at it either, but turning around, like you have to have a certain amount of confidence to turn around and look at someone and be like, do you like this pussy, daddy? Like, do you know what I mean?
Also, I feel like we literally like get up on stages and address people. We talk on this podcast and we do it in a performative way. Like, we're being ourselves, but we're also like being our public character. So the idea of like talking like immediately brings up like work stuff.
Yeah. But also who like, what's
you like
going
this
through your
pussy, daddy?
Yeah, what's going through your head when you're like? Don't you feel like that's a bit performative? That's not like a normal thing. In what I just am trying to figure out what state mentally and physically I would need to be in to be like, oh yes, let me ask him if he likes this pussy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you love to be like, oh.
I am loud. But I'm like loud like that. I'm not
but
like
gibberish.
Oh yes, put it in my pussy. Oh. Ooh, ah. One time I did sing the riff from The Little Mermaid, and it made Michael's boner go away.
What is the riff from The Little Mermaid?
Well, when she's taking her voice and she's like, I sang it to his penis as I was like pulling his pants out, and he was like, no, never mind.
Yeah, I would be like, I'll go clean up the sourdough starter instead of fucking you now.
I'd be like, listen, either way, you're going to have to clean up a mess.
Oh, God. Well, thanks so much for listening to Sloppy Seconds. The end of this got real sloppy, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, just, leave it all in. Let people know that people got time.
People got time.
No one's doing anything.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the deal. We have no new voicemails. So, and if you called and left a voicemail and you're like, but they never did my voicemail, it was bad or too long, which is why we need more of
it was
them.
so long ago that I can't go back and listen to it.
Correct. So call us with your fuck talk stories. You can call us at 213-536-9180, and you can leave us a voicemail there, and they need to be to the point and shorter than 3 minutes.
We just got a really funny advice question, but I'll save it for next week.
Oh, okay, fun.
Well, someone is in a rap group and they need help.
Oh, so they're coming to me, a professional rapper.
Yeah, yes.
Sickening.
All right, well, follow me at Spiciest Meatball on Instagram or Fat Drag Meatball on Twitter. You can also Venmo me at Spiciest Meatball. Y'all, I'm putting out this content for y'all, so please take it and give me money for it.
And I'm at Big Dipper Jelly on everything. And don't forget. Oh, wait, did you hear that this week's I put out a little pre-roll teaser for my show? Yeah,
but someone said that you said the wrong date.
I did, but I fixed it last minute. I said April, and then I said February. So I sounded like a fool. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe to our show. Who's texting you about my fuck up?
Tony, because this week we had the same guest.
Oh, Nicole was on his show as well.
Yeah. But I was like,
funny.
To be fair, we recorded ours last Friday and you recorded yours yesterday. You know what I mean?
We all got to be on podcasts.
Anyway, thanks for listening. Anymore. I got to go. If you want to call us, you know the number. It's 1-800-WICKED.
Okay. And thanks. Well, we want more feedback on the radio plays. Whose was better?
Yeah, whose is better and whose do you want to continue? And whose do you think maybe was a little bit of a retaliation against the other person's?
Or did you think? Or had you ever thought? And would you ever do that again in writing a radio play? Or
not?
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay, let's get to this radio play. Dipper has just landed in a faraway land and sees someone who resembles Meatball running with hundreds of very sexy munchkins behind her. Let the story begin.
Meatball. Wow, walking with this ruby red peg leg is going to take some getting used to. I really wish I would have spent more time on my legs at the gym. Meatball, it's me, Big Dipper.
Don't look, my little munchkins. If we walk faster and look ahead, we don't have to talk to that man chasing us and yelling. Now get those stubby little munchkin legs moving in high gear. I want to arrive there early so I can get an Auntie Anne's pretzel.
Meatball, I need some help. I'm lost and alone, now more so than ever. Not only am I in a strange new magical place, I'm questioning my career as a niche market YouTube rapper and drag queen wrangler.
Oh, God, he won't stop talking at us. Oh, God, he's catching up. Oh, no, I can hear the sound of his beaded braids growing nearer.
Help me. I'm just trying to get myself home. I'm just a struggling musician.
Ooh, musician, you say? Everyone stop. He said he was a musician. Maybe we have a chance to win this year. Oh, wow, you caught up so quickly. I didn't expect someone with such a rotund stature to move with such haste, especially because of that smoked ham you call a leg.
What's going on? Where are we? You know, I don't understand. 1 minute, I'm in North Hollywood giving this elderly man the old fisty twisty, and the next thing I know, I landed here. God, thank God I ran into you. How did you end up with all these little munchkins and harnesses? Well, that one's kind of cute. Do you think he'll be in my next music video? You know, I'm always casting, and not like that Allison Mossy.
Well, first of all, my name is Good Judy, and you are in the magical land of Paz, and I am the queen of the Jew City, but it's named after me, Judy, so it's spelled J-U, like Jew City, not like anything else that you think it might be. And these are my townspeople. They are munchkins from the city of Jew munchkins from Jew City. Now, I heard you say that you were a musician.
Yes, I love music. I write my own music and rap and I dance and I do all these big shit.
Wait, what is rap?
Rap? It's like singing on a beat.
You can sing? Can you sing this rap in front of a lot of people? And do all rap singers have such swollen shoulders and necks?
Yes, I consistently perform for tens of people all the time.
Oh my God, wonderful! How would you feel about performing at the Celebration of Paws, a huge performance opportunity? I'm talking huge. Now, we can't pay you, but if you're any good, maybe someone will see you performing there at this, and I don't know, let's call it like a showcase, and someone might see you, and they're important, and they're gonna be there, and if that happens, it'll be amazing. How do you feel about performing there? It's happening in just a few hours.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I don't have any of my music on me or my spandex costumes or my bedazzled wrist brace. I'm really more of an experience when I perform. You see, I wear a lot of things that don't match and I slowly take one item off at a time, showing off.
Ooh, I bet the audience never sees it coming.
No, they do, but it's just the fact that I'm doing it makes me feel like I'm doing something, at least with my show. But yeah, I'll do it. I'm sure I could write a quick song, bang out a new beat, rap about butts and cum and stuff.
That won't be necessary. The battle cry is only 4 notes. Musician Munchkin will teach you while we walk there. And hey, seamstress Munchkins, can you grab a couple of measuring tapes and get the diameter of this guy? I'm sure when we get there we can find a couple of old tents and curtains that'll fit him. Please, none of his famous bulky reveals, though. I'm so happy you're agreeing to do this. It means so much to me, especially after what happened last year.
What happened last year?
And singing for the city of Pepsi, we have PJ Queen. Oh shit, it's already started! I'm gonna go sign you up. You stay here with Seamstress Munchkin and get your body shape all figured out.
Is your name really Seamstress Munchkin?
No, it's Carol. She just doesn't remember any of our names.
Oh yeah, she's a bitch where I'm from too. So, what happened last year? What's this all about?
Well, the great celebration of Paws was always Good Judy's shining moment. She won every year, hitting the battle cry with ease and perfection. But last year, sadly, the Wicked Witch of the Nina West took her out toe-sucking all night and she lost her voice. She hasn't sung a song since.
Wow, I can only imagine how it feels to bomb in front of that many people.
Oh, so you're really good? Do you mind standing up straight so I can fit this blouse over your neck?
Oh no, I bomb all the time, just not for that many people.
Well, you don't have to win, but you just can't lose. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, Chubbo. Listen, if stuff gets rough out there, just click your heels and wish you were home. Miss Good Judy isn't gonna let you get out of this.
I only have one heel. This other thing is a peg leg.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, look, Judy's back.
Hey! Are you feeling a little nervous?
No, I like that part of my brain that feels shame.
Great, you're up next. I just want to say thank you so much for doing this for me. And now we have singer Munchkin from the city of Jew. He definitely looks Jewish. What a tall, deformed Munchkin he is. Oh, but he's stepping up. Well, shit, it looks like another year of Leah Michelle. What's he doing? Oh my God, he took off his outfit! Well, he's wearing a loose pair of underwear! Well, we've never seen anything like this before! This is unbelievable! It's clear now that the winner is just this abnormally large Jewish munchkin! To be continued. Doodle-doo-doo, forever dog. Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper and Meatball is a Forever Dog podcast.
Executive produced by Joe Cilio, Brett Boehm, and Alex Ramsey.
Our logo art was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.